Yo, cool, drop that shit.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, baby?
How we doing this thing, man? You heard me?
You ready?
How we
What's
doing
up?
this
What's
thing?
up? What's up?
I'm
What's
just
up?
following.
What's up?
Show me something. Show me where we going.
What's up, people? What's up? What's up? My man's trying to get it in. He ready, baby. What's up?
Hold your weight, man.
What's up? This your boy Tank, you dig?
Hold your weight,
This
man.
is your nigga Mike Millie.
And this is Supreme Conversations, you dig? Brought to you by Supreme Cuts. You can catch us at 1876 Hope Street, getting these fire cuts in all day, you dig? But we gonna get to this show today, baby.
Hold your weight,
Because
baby.
we are ready for this motherfucking show.
Not sometimes.
But all the time, you did. But we got Mr.
yeah.
Hold Your Weight. His name, Mr. Michael Franklin.
IG Mr. Hold Your Weight underscore. Mr. Hold Your Weight underscore.
What up, Mike? What's happening with you, baby?
What's good, big dog?
Yeah, welcome to
man.
the show.
How y'all-
Welcome to the
How
show.
y'all been, man?
Oh, man, cooling with this knucklehead over here,
chilling,
man.
chilling, bro.
We been cooling,
Chilling.
man.
Hey, the
chilling,
pregame was pretty like. I'm like, all right. These the guys I remember.
Yeah,
You're
that's
in the
what we-
game. You're in the game.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
Be careful what you ask for.
That's what we do,
Because
baby.
God right there, He gonna throw you in.
You heard me?
Oh,
put
yeah,
you on.
baby. He gonna definitely
He
throw you
gonna
in the
put you
game.
on. Now what you gonna do?
Throwing you in the
You gonna
game.
disappoint God? Nigga? You're not gonna disappoint God.
My man, you
No,
just said
no,
last show, shout out to God, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So a nigga's not gonna disappoint
Hey, but
disappoint God. You gonna show out and do what you supposed to do. You asked
Hey,
for
even-
this
even-
woman,
even though you-
so take care of her.
Even though you're using that as an analogy and you very much so right,
Yes, sir.
they got people that really do like do that
Play
to
with
God.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Play
yeah,
with him.
yeah.
Play
We
with
can't
him. Play with him.
can't play with God, bro.
Play with him. Especially when you asked him for this and he
Can't be.
gave it to you and you ain't gonna
You gotta take this
take
shit
care of
serious.
it and make sure it is straight and kept up. Make sure all you gotta do is keep it up. He gave it to you. Yeah. He gave it to you.
Well, what's up, Mike, man? What's been going on, man? What you been doing with yourself, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. I'm just staying in my lane, man. I heard they say when you stay in your lane, you can't get into a wreck. So
Straight ahead.
we living in New Orleans, man, and
Unless a stupid ass nigga in front you hit the brakes, you might hit him. But if you paying attention,
mean,
stay in your lane. But
look,
go ahead. Yeah.
I'm in my lane. He ain't in that.
He in his lane.
He ain't in my lane. See what I'm saying? Hey, we in the same world, but we doing it at different times. Watch this. I was once told this so eloquently. One of my homeboys said, "Man, you know what? I used to be rushing to work sometimes. I used to be mad because people was just in the damn way driving 65 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. I'm trying to hurry me get to work." He said, "Man, now that I'm grown."
What are you in a rush for, man?
He said, now that I have my daughter and I bring my daughter to work, to bring my daughter to school, I'm driving 65 miles an
Yeah,
hour.
what-
And I see people speed, I say, man, that's how I used to look.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? They're actually going the speed limit.
Yeah.
And I was rushing, so I was messing up. I was on the wrong type of time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most people, once again, they don't have the dexterity to be able to get outside of themselves and look at that situation or any situation as such objectively.
You're almost forced to do that by shit happening. Now you doing that. Like, damn. See, situations made him realize, like, damn. At some point, something made him realize. Something slowed him down to
Right.
where he was able to get it. Because I had that same shit. Like, nigga, flying with you. Like, man. But I used to do that.
We all used to do that. We all used to do that. Sometimes you catch yourself doing that today, man. But you got to catch yourself and slow down.
But you
and-
know, so you know.
Yeah,
the-
you got to catch yourself, slow down, because you gotta drive for other people. So that's what he's saying. You got to stay in your
It's not
lane
just
and
about
maneuver.
me.
You
Yeah.
got to maneuver around this world for other people, not just yourself,
it's not
man.
just about
Not just yourself.
And the shit
So,
that I do don't just affect me.
yeah, it affects everybody.
Mistakes I make
Yeah, man.
possibly affect.
The whole
Yeah,
little lineup
yeah,
you got
yeah.
going on,
Boom,
man.
boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom.
it's-
Yeah.
You got a whole lineup that's following that, man.
But even if I'm in that line where they crashing, first car hit, then the next car hit, boom, then the next car hit, boom, I'm paying attention. So I'm able to jump out that shit.
Yeah, but that's why he
Redirect.
That's why he say you stay in your lane.
Yeah.
That's why he say you stay in your lane, man. Stay in your fucking lane. What's wrong with staying in your lane?
Yeah, I get it.
Because
I get it.
everybody trying to jump
I
in
get it.
everybody else's lane.
I get it.
Everybody
I get
trying
it.
to jump in
I get it.
everybody else's
Yeah.
lane, dog.
Man, like for real, what's wrong with it, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. Be yourself, man.
This
Be
one of them
yourself.
moments
And
we're
we
talking
have-
about, I'm
Be
thinking
yourself.
into it.
And nowadays, the way in which the world is calibrated, right? The paradigm has shifted. Like we're older now. We have the. I like to say that our generation is one of the best generations because we understood what came before us. We understand where we are now, and we understand what this tech world and this new artificial intelligence thing is going at because we have the AI, because we have the understanding and the tools to be able to look afar.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
The generation now, they were born into this, so all they know is this. They very condescending towards what went on back in the past.
Man.
Right.
They don't look towards that as being viable
Yeah.
for whatever reason
Yeah.
because of all of the amenities and all of the great things that they are afforded in this world today.
Yeah, we talk about that in the barber shop
small.
every day, man.
Yeah.
We talk about that in the shop every day, man.
Sure.
Cause they don't pay attention to nothing happened in the past. Far as we gonna go as far as the culture of New Orleans, like these second lines, they don't have everything is done, man. Like they don't have the grandmas no more. They don't have the auntie Shirley's and the grandma Sookies or whatever you did. All that's gone. So we gotta stand tall and be men these days and put our right foot forward and show these dudes how we could be role models. You did?
Absolutely, but once again, that takes something. Every new level of your life is going to require a different you, right?
For sure.
So as men, as those who say that they are leaders and want to be leaders and put themselves in that position of leadership, they have to be willing and put their best forward to be encourageable
real
of
and
the
not
development,
fake. Yeah.
to be of the development in those areas.
Right.
Because we cannot rear the kids today the way we were reared.
Right.
You can't really whoop no kid and do all of that kind of stuff. You have to know
Yeah, the law is different than shit, man.
not just so much the laws, the ways the kids are programmed. When you go to them with that don't make sense to them.
Right.
So you have to adopt some type of
Right. But I mean, I stick to the old school rules, me.
Oh no. I'm not saying negate that.
Yeah.
You have to know how to. You have to know how to put it in the clothes,
Parent
right?
in this world.
Put it in the clothes, and you got to know how to like sprinkle it on the kid. Now.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just
You
put it
can't
on.
overload them with it. Yeah.
See what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
So I'm
my
not
son-
never negating that aspect.
I feel
I'm
you.
not ever saying that.
I feel you.
But what I'm saying is, for example, the kids nowadays, they have a voice. Dad, I think that this should be. Boom, boom, boom.
So much information is right here. So
So you have
this
to
is
give them
what
a
we
voice.
have to adjust
Yeah,
to.
Mike, you in line, man.
You know what I'm saying?
you have to give him a voice.
And you know,
You're in line.
I wanted to stop him and filter it. I'm not filtering. I don't filter my speech. Right. So what the fuck am I filtering that from? It's the same shit. It's just the same stupid shit over and over again. So I talked to him about it. I explained shit. And now he's able to deal with it just like the fuck I gotta deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an adult. He's growing into that. Ain't no sense of me sugarcoating shit because he's gonna be that far behind. But these kids are so fucking advanced, we can't hide nothing. We ain't hide nothing.
Yeah, see, look, he
You know
know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
you not work with
he
it.
not
do-
hiding
he-
nothing.
what you see?
So what we
watch-
playing for?
So watch this, and I'm gonna try to go to a list of things that I have along those lines of this thought. I have a quote that I like to say when I go and talk to kids, especially parents. Right, the worst thing in the world is an older person with no story and a young person with no dream. Whatever it is they're trying to do, we already know what it is already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether their generation have a huge amount of information overload, we still know how to facilitate that because we are adults.
For sure.
You have to know how to before they can get to any of those things you have to know how to regulate yourself. We are adults. We went through the rigorous requirements to be able to become adults.
For sure.
That takes regulation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So to that point, KRS-One is doing it when a young lady goes up to KRS-One. She's doing like a little interview. I guess she's like an aspiring news anchor or some sort. I'm guessing just because of the way in which that frame
She
was
was
set.
good. I saw that.
So, oh, you saw it?
She was
So
good.
she said, so do you think that, and I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember the exact question, like, do you think that, that the old people can help the young people, or the young people, something along that line? And KRS once said, he said, and I'm paraphrasing once again, he said, the older people need the younger people because the younger people know what's going on right now.
Right.
The younger people are going to
look,
want
I
to
saw
become
that.
older.
I saw
so
when
you
he
guys
told
need,
them
y'all
that.
guys need us to teach you how to become older.
Right.
And if we work together,
Right.
we can always help each other because what's going on right now, this is y'all world.
It
He
is.
said, this is y'all world.
Right.
You know
What
I'm saying?
keeps us divided? What keeps us divided? Let's get solutions. Men, we look for solutions.
Lotion.
So what keeps us divided? What's your take on that? What keeps us divided? Is it a lack of not having an understanding? My
Well-
son laughed when I told him about slavery, nigga.
I was just about to say that.
That nigga
We
laughed.
gotta we gotta dig deep.
Yeah.
If we gonna say what keep us
Yeah.
divided, we gotta
I
dig
did
deep.
say some shit like, nigga, boy, come here, boy. Like some shit like that. Where he laughed, which should be funny to a nigga, but we still living in slavery. We still in fucked up times where there's an oppressor.
Well, your mind
We
can
getting
be,
fucked
your,
up.
Your mind can be
You know what I'm
enslaved.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah. No, ain't no yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
I should say in addition, not but I should say in addition to that, we hold ourselves back
we do
because
as a
we
people,
lack the fucking knowledge of
as a
self.
people, as a
Well,
You know
people.
what I'm saying?
I don't think that we like the knowledge of self. I know that's the phrase and that's the buzzword.
No, that's the real shit, Mike.
No,
What we don't even know. Go ahead.
No, listen, I'm agreeing
Yeah,
with you.
but you heard that.
What I'm
You're
saying
going
is
deep
that's
with
the
it.
that's the cliche.
Cliche.
way
All right.
We don't have knowledge of ourselves. Man, we know who the hell we are, man.
Clowns. That's how niggas. I mean, if a nigga like an NBA young boy knew who the fuck he was, he would know how much. He would be able to see how much power he have and how much positivity he can have as far as change. But he don't know. He don't know, Mike.
You do know.
Boy, that boy
only-
knew.
He only look.
He playing
look.
games.
No,
Nah,
It's a
man,
money
that's-
thing?
Nah.
You're speaking to
Nah.
a higher
Right.
power and a higher influence in the way of being able to be on some Bob Marley type shit and leading people.
Okay.
I'm speaking to the fact that he knows, but what you're saying is there's a ceiling that he don't know, and I'm speaking to the ceiling of an analogy of what hand dominant are you, right or left?
I'm hitting niggas with the right. But I'm knocking niggas with the left. Hit him with the right. Hit him with the left. Knock a nigga out.
Slim ass ain't gonna fight
right,
shit
nah.
out.
All right, so
Yeah.
if we was playing basketball and you was pretty good in basketball, and
Was?
watch.
Is.
And you are pretty good in basketball, and I'm checking you, and I'll allow you to go to your right. Will you get buckets?
You allowed me to go to my right?
You
Oh,
ain't-
I
you ain't-
went to my right.
You went to your right.
Okay, all right.
90% of the time, you're gonna do what?
Since you like to be slick, I'm gonna go like that
Man, look, just answer
and
answer
bop the
logic.
buckets.
Answer
I'm gonna drop
logic.
the buckets. I'm gone. I'm gone.
This dude here, man.
I mean, I'm gone. If I go to my right,
Man, how you do this shit,
if
dog?
I go to my right on mic, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to make a logical kind
Not on now.
illustration,
No,
bro.
we don't. It's
Listen,
serious over here. with that.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
So take.
Tank, go ahead. He can't
Right,
play. He
correct?
lost. Yeah.
Let's go.
You right-handed, correct?
I'm right-handed.
If you go to if I'm checking you,
Right.
you go to your right.
Right.
90% of the times, how many times you gonna get a bucket?
If you checking me from my right, I'm gonna score.
Bam. All right.
I'ma
So
score.
you right hand dominant, right?
Oh yeah.
Now I D you up so hard to the point where you cannot go right. You only gonna go left, and your left hand ain't that cold.
Nah,
How many buckets you think you gonna get?
I ain't gonna score too many.
Gotcha, right? So watch this. All I did was change my system, right?
Right.
And in basketball and in football, you know that's my life, my livelihood there.
Right.
You got the defense. They playing cover 2. They playing cover 3. They playing cover 4. They playing cover 8. You just changing it up.
Right.
I have to be able to identify that.
Right.
Most people not identifying the system.
Right.
They could beat the 1-3-1 of the full court press. They could do that in real life if you was a good coach.
Right.
Right?
You gotta
They could beat
learn to adapt.
but the system of the world,
Right. That's why you say he
But
knows.
they don't
who
want to beat the
teaches?
system.
That's why you say he knows.
Yeah.
Who teaches that knowledge to where you can adapt? Where do you get the information from to adapt?
That is right there.
Man,
So do you know or do you not know?
You got a lot of role models around you too, man. You can see, man. If you
Yeah,
want
but-
that,
but-
if you
I hope
want
that
that,
makes sense.
Are we
I hope that
tapping
makes
in?
sense.
Are we plugging
it
in?
made a lot of sense. It made a lot of
Because
sense.
it's a system, dog. Everything that we're doing in this world is
Yeah.
a system.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to say nothing about it's. You can't go out there without going to the what sign.
The stop sign.
And when you get to the main boulevard, they got a what?
A right or left sign.
And then when you get to the main intersection, they have a what that's gonna tell you to go or stop.
Oh yeah, you're right. Red light.
That's system. So now you're gonna either play within the system or beat the system or go along with the system. Or,
Right. Or you can run that
you
bitch.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or like the best rapper the best rapper ever, Lil Wayne said in one of his songs, he said, "I am just a player in this game we be. So go blame the referee. Don't complain to me.
Right. Right. Right.
Can he play though?
It don't matter."
It do matter.
This dude, yeah.
It fucking matters because you
I'm-
gotta know
I'm-
how to play the system. You just play. We talking.
Yeah, no,
I forgot.
yeah.
Hold up, Mike.
You right.
We ain't
In that-
get
no,
deep
you-
in that.
you right.
We
In
on
that
the-
sense-
we right here on the
in that
surface.
sense-
So no, we on the surface. So I gotta fall back. This don't get deep. This we can't go that with this conversation.
All right.
We gotta stay.
I
Let's
mean,
pivot.
Yeah.
you
Let's
do
pivot.
what you do, man.
All right.
Let's pivot then.
All right.
You gotta do what you do, man.
All right.
Do what
I
you
was,
do.
I was just trying to make sense of that
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. Well, you a teacher, Michael, so you strategically
Well,
teaching. And what is it called when you do something and you're not knowing, you just normally do it? You strategically doing this. You just a natural teacher. You're not even realizing what you're doing because it's something you just do. I forgot what there's got a term for that. But
I kind of understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
What you're explaining,
yeah.
Well, how's been going teaching these kids and motivating these kids, man?
It's a lot, but I love doing it just because I like the incremental growth. Like you get a kid that come there that might be hungry, energetic kid, but now you got to figure out how to get him away from his friends because in that moment for early morning or breakfast, he's trying to look cool.
Right.
Cool might not be to eat the school breakfast.
Right.
He's
But
starving.
he
like-
hungry though.
You heard me?
He hungry. He hungry, but he trying to look cool.
You heard me?
Right.
Yeah. So how do you get him to understand that, boy, you better go get something to eat?
Or you won't be starving.
Gotta adapt.
So it's situations like that, man, to the point where you have to know how to read the kid and how to give them that information such that because anything can embarrass these kids. They're different from us.
Right.
Like we kind of thrived off of ribbon. Now they rib, they call it Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't call that Joseph. We call ribbon Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph was in that Bing.
Exactly. You hear me? So, so they called it that, right? But if they with their peers and they could go to a certain level, or a certain gauge of just heckling each other, it's cool. But if you hit them where it hurt, boy, it's Armageddon.
Yeah.
So we dealing with emotionally disturbed, right? We dealing with I call it precepts of the house. Like what goes on in the house is law. So now you're coming to school where there's
and he playing the same role from what he getting at home.
Learn
And
behavior.
that's law. That's law.
Learn
You see what I'm saying?
behavior.
And you got to deal with that. You don't know what to do with that because you don't want to be disrespectful to the kid.
you don't, and then you don't want to be
Can't step
disrespectful to
on
the
no
parents.
toes,
No,
yeah.
you can't.
Because then
So-
you got
Right.
that coming to school.
Yeah, I
got-
know.
you got-
So
you
you got to play your part.
You have to know how to fly. Watch this. So I had a student. He came to me one day. He was like, "Man, Mr. Franklin, man, like my mom would be tripping, man. Like I come home one day, man, I had a good football practice, man, and I come home and I'm happy. And like soon as I get inside, she go to like fussing at me and man, it's like she was mad because I was happy. I said, man, look, bro, you gotta realize she probably was. I said, like your mama going through a lot, dog, and most times she's not directly trying to like put her anger off on you, but since you're in close proximity, sometimes that happen.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit firsthand. You see what I'm saying? Being the oldest and the same role that I'm in right now as a dean of students, I tell them all the time, from the CEO to the principal to the assistant principal, all that slush what they need to be done in school right now comes down to me. From the parent, or from the student, from the parent, from the student to the teachers to mid-level leadership, all that comes to me. So I'm in the middle having to take slush from both ends.
Right.
And I know how to oscillate pretty good just because of the leadership role that I've been just placed upon, just because of me being the oldest of 7 kids, me always being the leader on the football team, me always being the leader of my group, right? So just knowing how to understand different personalities, knowing how to understand different situations.
Right.
Like everybody's gonna have a fire. How are you gonna solution? As you said earlier, how are you gonna, one of my homeboys called it solutionize. How are you gonna have a solution for the situation? And just me being a young man, growing up to who I am right now, I've dealt with a lot of fires and had on-spot solutions to deal with it in that moment and was successful. So
Right. So is it hard trying to get to the kids? Like, is it hard?
not really hard. It's not hard. It's just that
Some are able to do it better than others.
No,
I gotta
it's-
give props to no, yes.
No.
Some are able to do it better
no,
than
yeah,
others.
definitely,
Yes,
no,
yes,
definitely,
yes.
definitely. I'm not going to downplay that, but the reason why I'm hesitant or tentative to like say it's not hard is because once again you're building from 7:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon, right? Soon as they get back to the environment they come from, once again that's law.
So
that's
a teacher has to be, if a real fucking teacher has to feel, I was a teacher, I would feel like I had to be so impactful for this few hours that I got Johnny fuckers. I know what's going on. Because when he came to me, I wanted to tell him, your mama fucked up, B.
Right.
She fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She can't keep a man. I've been to your house, the motherfucker dirty. I understand why. You know what I'm saying? The bitch tripping. You know what I'm saying? But you can't go there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna strip you out. If a nigga really got that smaller, then he won't have to deal with the stupid shit from women at a later date in the game. So why is we sugarcoating shit that we supposed to be teaching these fucking kids?
Man.
That's the problem. We
But they
playing,
got a
we
lot-
playing parents, man.
Yeah, but they got
nigga
a
playing
lot-
teachers, man.
Nah, dog.
Let
they
this
got-
nigga know what the fucking problem is.
You
Your mama
can't-
tripping,
there's a-
dog.
there's a certain
Matter of
way
fact,
you gotta
nigga,
go
look,
about
for
that,
some
bro.
real shit, I'ma try and talk to her.
You
Matter of
gotta
fact,
be- you gotta
let's
be
plug in. Where
professional,
your daddy
man.
at?
Mike,
There's a
they got-
professionalism
where
to
he
this
at?
shit, man.
Mike, they got a lot they're dealing with too, man. as
Yeah,
parents,
it's a
though,
But you gotta be
professionalism,
real,
bro.
but they need somebody to tell. Say, bro, listen, bro. We playing life or we living life? You know what I'm saying? Is we ribbing each other? Not from small, Mike. We still need to be
Right.
ribbing.
Right.
Cause that makes this strong. You see what I'm saying? That's why they ain't.
Yeah,
why
but
we
I-
playing?
You ain't playing, but
Come on,
there's
man.
a way to go about
Listen, I don't
this shit.
sugarcoat nothing from mine. I do.
Yeah,
want
that's
them
why
to
you
have
ain't no fucking
I
teacher,
do
dog.
want them
That's
to
why you're
have
a
a
barber.
childhood. There's a such thing as him being a kid. Right. So we have our kid shit. But nigga, you know how to shoot the chopper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's something that I learned from my daddy. So that's a daddy learned experiment. Like
Do you know that's a statistic that shows that the kids, if they live with the dad single, then instead of living with the mom single, they come out better. Yeah, so men don't get to just do, and men need to wake up, and we really need to be there for our kids and our family.
So watch this. We speaking of men, like I'm so
Because the
I'm
shit
so-
makes a fucking difference.
But watch this though, like everybody got their way to feel and think and see things the way in which they say it. Like I understand how women are in relationships when it's a romantic relationship, right? And one thing I think men don't do, I'm a man, right? when we're in an emotional relationship, we don't see the manhood side of things. We're looking at it still, oh, that's my boo, that's the girl I do whatever with, that's the girl I go out with, and not realizing that as a man, when you're growing, is a certain way you're supposed to be developing such that the woman can say, okay, I see that he's moving in a certain way.
Duties,
Now I can start moving in a certain.
responsibilities.
You see what I'm saying? I forget the little chick name. She just was talking on a little podcast with Ayana. The little.
I just saw her talking to somebody.
What's her
Black
name?
girl.
Yeah, the black girl.
I don't know.
So she was. I'm paraphrasing again. She was basically saying that like black men is not living up to their potential. They're not trying to be exceptional.
We not taught the duties.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Haven't learned our
so watch this.
That's why
Hold
he
on.
sees
So watch
the
this. Hold on. This is what I'm saying.
That's why he
so watch
said
this.
he'll learn.
So watch this. System, right? Don't you know how to get fly when you go into an event?
Oh, I'm number one flies nigga in the bill.
So if you learn how to do that shit,
Yeah.
how to,
I gotta
no,
get
no,
you
no,
again
no,
like
no.
the back. That came natural
No,
to me.
No, that
right?
don't come no fucking.
I mean, it came natural to me, dog.
Check this out.
What came natural?
Check this out.
Getting fly, I do
so
this.
Mike,
Eyes
so Mike,
closed.
so
I
Mike.
mean, this real. I'm real shit. I can't let him.
So
listen.
Mike,
What
watch
fly?
the connection,
What fly?
Mike.
Use
So
him
Mike,
again.
come on,
Yeah,
dog.
use him again. That
Come
don't
on,
work
dog.
for me, man.
Come on,
I
dog.
do this,
So
man.
watch the
you
connection,
do
though.
not
So watch
be
the connection.
fly,
So
man.
watch the connection.
You like a
So
whole
watch-
fucking man.
So watch the connection.
Yeah.
In order for you to get fly, you have to have a level of patience to sit back to be able to coordinate and put together the pieces and what you want to put together in order for you to go out to
If
whatever.
you could take the time to learn that shit.
I'm gonna tell
See what
you
I'm
this:
saying?
as
It's
I'm
the
getting
same
older, though,
stupid ass.
as I'm getting
But you be-
older,
don't be so dumb all your life.
I question a little bit. Should I?
But it's,
should I say?
but it's still
Before I
Don't
just
be
throw that
so
shit
dumb
out.
all
it's
your
still-
life,
look,
my
It's
nigga.
still hinged upon
Don't be so
patience.
dumb.
Go ahead.
It's what I'm trying to bring out. I'm bringing forth the patience in what you have to do in order for you to get fresh.
Go ahead.
And the patience that a man needs to be able to sit in the moment and understand and have understanding, like the Bible says, through all get understanding. So if we in a situation and we feel as though a woman or somebody else embarrassed us, Nipsey Phillips got a great quote. Feeling played as a choice. Who know how to take that
Yeah,
quote
for real.
and use that quote as a man
Yeah.
and move throughout this world and understand that there will be
Yeah.
situations when
Yeah.
somebody
Yes.
will test you.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Just
it's
because-
your
just-
choice to feel played. It's your fucking
You
choice.
see what I'm saying? So I had to teach myself that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I had
At
to-
what age did you teach yourself that? Did you even understand that you needed to have that?
Yeah.
At what age?
You should have learned that at young dog. But
Well,
they still got some
this-
grown
but to
niggas
his
who
point-
still
yeah,
feel
But to his
played.
point, not having that motto, right?
Oh,
Right,
the
right.
model.
We're right next to the magnet of that, right? 2600.
Right.
Turo.
Right.
Like the teachers that were there when I was there at the time were so impactful in my life. And when I say impactful, the word impact, meaning the things they do have a direct correlation and connection to the things that I do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes I get beat up for this because coaching entails a lot. And most times coaches don't realize and teachers don't realize, yes, it's a lot. But if you're gonna put your foot in those shoes to do that duty, you have to realize that your players is a direct indicative correlation of you.
Yeah, they're gonna reflect everything you do.
Those coaches that we had over there, everything that they did, we did. And they were so on point to the T. There would be times when we would go to practice, they wouldn't even come down there until it was time for us to go team on team. That means we had to go through all first rounds of periods, individuals, 7-on-7, one-on-ones. You see what I'm saying? Coach is not even down there.
Right.
They're not even down there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when we would be in class and we're doing work, Coach Payne will be, once again, he'll be oscillating between teaching geometry. Hey man, look, the parallelogram is in the isosceles triangle. Say, but look, in this 4-3 defense, I need you to come now hard. You gotta come now hard. This is doing it.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you see his passion and you see his, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're in class with Coach Dixon and he's teaching civics and he's teaching teaching government, and then he'll draw up plays, and the way he drew the plays that was so neat, he'll go make comments up, be like, man, these coaches is working their ass off for us. So when we see that, man, I'm gonna make sure my uniform is right, man. I'm not about to make coach look stupid in his school. You see what I'm saying?
So them doing all that, putting all that work, and reflect on y'all.
So those are the type of adults that we need today, because the kids are only gonna do what they see us do.
Right. We just was talking about that on one of them shows.
That's the way life goes. I can tell you, don't do it. But if I'm seeing you do it, I'm only gonna do what I see. There's one of my favorite poems is called "Live Your Creed." There's a stanza in that poem that says, "I can soon learn to do it if you let me see it done."
Right.
That's the way we learn.
Observation,
imitation, repetition. I call it my big three. That's the way everybody learn. Observation, imitation, repetition. No matter whether you saw Kanye West doing it or not, it's something that was correlative, done already. That what
He's seen me as somebody.
Speaks to the Bible. Speaks to the Bible verse. No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun because of observation, imitation, repetition.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I actually was wearing boots before Kanye.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Am I right or am I wrong?
Man,
am
shut
I
the
fucking right?
fuck up.
Am I wrong?
Man,
am I right or am I
say,
wrong?
Mike,
Exactly.
Mike,
Exactly,
you
B.
see what I'm
I
doing,
do
dog?
this,
Mike, you
B.
see what
I'm
I'm dealing with,
natural.
dog?
This is natural, B.
You see what
Man,
I'm
look,
doing?
I do
Supreme,
this.
Supreme conversations, man. Hold your weight.
I
Hold
did
your
the
fucking
boots.
weight.
Supreme
Now, look,
conversations, man. Hold your weight.
y'all should see these dumbass boots this man got on too.
Yeah.
Man,
You
look how
better
stupid.
believe it.
Hey,
But look, I did the boots
Yeah.
before.
hey, but
Did I
one-
do the boots before him or not?
One thing I
Man,
say
we
about
not
him,
worrying about
he
no
true-
boots,
all right.
man.
He true. I don't know if Kanye even wears no more.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have
Fuck Kanye. That's what I'm saying. He jumped on and jumped off. He jumped on the dick and jumped off. I do this.
Man,
It's
this-
my dick. You think? I do this.
Man, this man. here.
Fuck out of pause over here.
Yeah, man.
Space shut.
Yeah. Look,
So,
but
yeah,
back
man,
to
we just
these
need models,
back
bro.
to
Yeah.
these kids, dog, bro.
gotta-
Yeah.
You gotta have the people that really want to do it, man, and realize that it's gonna take work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just the fact that wearing a suit around them every day, that's something that they're not gonna see, right? But to see them and hear me talk with standard proper English when it's time because I'm doing business stuff, and then when they're in the cafeteria jokes, and then I start talking like I'm from the same world, they be like, man, dang, oh, all right, so this is how they go. You can do that. They didn't know. They don't know. All they know is straight hood shit.
But you giving them something to see, man.
Absolutely. So
that's
that's
what's
why I love it, though, because they gave me something to see over there, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Do you see teachers in it? And I'm not saying it's a huge paycheck, but are they in it just for that job factor, or are they there because they want to teach? They got a passion for teaching.
Boy, ain't no teacher in it for the check, boy, and you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, I mean, teachers,
Well, no,
see, most
no.
teachers,
No, this is what I've heard. Most teachers are teachers because that's what they just ended up doing because wasn't nothing else popping. So they
Nah,
need
man,
that
they
fucking
got
check.
teachers
Or they
who
could go
out
do
there-
something else that's
Nah,
paying the
nah,
same
we
thing,
got
but it's an
teachers who
easier
there for the
job.
kids,
So
man.
they take that easier job and they ain't doing no fucking.
No, Mike.
I wouldn't
I don't
be able
agree
to, I
with
wouldn't
that.
go in
I don't
That's
agree.
something I
know
just
what you're
heard.
saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but I
sure
don't
the
agree with
percentage,
that.
but he's just speaking of like there's always been like studies or even language behind. I'm sorry, not sure if there's studies, so I don't want to misspeak, but I've heard language behind and conversations behind like, oh, they got people that just get in the education to get certain amount of loans paid off, and then after that, they out of here.
And I know teachers who take time with these kids, though, who be, man, we done been at the other shops where we done saw teachers who take these kids to their own house and do way
that's
more
love.
than what they mamas and daddies doing, man. So I know we got teachers out there for the kids, dog.
Yeah. This minute.
Nah, Mike, dog, we ain't
This
gonna do
minute.
No, man.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, my sister.
Well, I like y'all want to punch.
If it, but look,
My
but if
sister
it's, if
recently-
it's that many, why you send your child to school?
I really don't. I really wish I had the time to self-teach him because he's learning. But I'm going to tell you, dog, these kids are getting more from this. I believe in real talk, real teaching. History
That's
don't
cool.
fucking matter as far as what they teaching in them schools. That's bullshit history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How did we really get here? Was Africa a part of this? Was this, where's the real fucking teaching that? That ain't teaching that shit.
Yeah, but
Who is God?
That's another.
Take care of your fucking finances and treat your wife like a queen she is. Take care of your fucking kids. Where's that teaching at?
That come, man. You gotta
Fuck.
let a kid be a
and,
kid,
and you
man.
want to be mad at?
You gotta let
a kid have a childhood, but dog, I'm telling you, Tank.
No,
in other
bro.
countries, that's why
we ain't in no other country, nigga.
and that's why we fucking losing.
Man, we are not
in certain
losing,
ways.
bro. We
They
not
they
losing.
better in certain ways.
You
we
losing.
losing in
You
certain ways.
losing.
Why you? Yeah.
You losing. No,
Yeah.
we-
in
man,
other
we
countries,
not
they
losing,
shooting the
though.
chopper right now.
So watch this. So watch this. So watch this. And there are a number of parents that are doing this. I've seen a number of parents on Instagram and I'm not saying that it's true just because it's on there, but I've seen people that have portrayed or show imagery that they have been showing their kids how to shoot the chopper in a proper manner. Right?
Yeah.
How
But ain't nothing wrong-
to save
I don't
and how
think
to
nothing wrong
how
with
to do
that.
this. But watch this though.
Talk to me.
To your point.
Social skills.
School, all of that. Schools are schools and are institutions that are set up for.
Hold up. That's what you about to say. The schools are set up for what?
For whatever
What the
premise-
school system was set up for.
For whatever the premise of whoever set the schools up.
Oh, okay. All right. That's deep
but-
in itself.
But it don't matter. It's set up the way it's supposed to be set up. It don't matter. Popeyes is set up the way it's supposed to be set up. People go to Popeyes every day. Walmart is set up. Walmart is set up the way it's supposed to be set up, and people go to Walmart every day.
We got laws and rules, man. You gotta follow rules and laws, man.
Man,
So
fuck the rules.
So this is what I'm saying.
The rules is not for us.
Yeah,
This is what I'm
I
saying.
think that's where I'm at and y'all ain't at. Fuck the rules.
That's why you
but-
so
but this
fucked
is what-
up.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to,
Yeah.
help you understand. So when you gonna stop being Barry Sanders?
Real shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Nigga call me,
Listen.
real shit. I gotta take that blood. Real shit.
Hold on. You can say fuck the rules all you want, right?
Meaning, if I'm having a problem, why am I not homeschooling my son?
Yeah.
Okay.
So why
I
you
got
not?
you.
So why you
I
not?
got you. I got
They-
you.
know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I know.
Hey,
Watch
hey.
it. Hold on.
You- wait, I'ma tell you why.
I know Ray Lewis trying to tackle me. Boy, my job is to juke you or make sure I give you
Which
something.
is
before
why I
you-
give him the information.
Yeah.
But-
You supposed to give him that extra information.
But hold on. Let me to that. Hold on. Let me.
But you know, I
but-
am going. You know what, Mike? I gotta register him for his next semester. If the school ain't where I needed to be,
I know the school ain't where it need to be because that's the system it's hinged upon.
no, because I'm gonna look for them
'Cause you
teachers he
said-
talking
'cause you-
about.
But you
They
gotta-
in there here and there.
Now
I'm
you-
gonna
now-
try my hardest to
now-
wean them out. But what I'm saying is, I
Man,
wasn't
this man
doing
here,
that.
bro.
You
This-
back?
I wasn't doing that.
Listen,
You see what I'm saying?
this man here.
I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, you're right. You wasn't.
Yeah.
So watch this. Check this out. This is John Wooden. Do you know who John Wooden is?
No, go ahead.
Do you know
John
who?
Wooden is?
Do you know who John Wooden is?
I don't know who
Because you
John
know
Wooden
every
is.
fucking.
I don't
UCLA.
know John Wooden.
UCLA basketball coach. Lou L. Cinder. You know who Lou L. Cinder is?
No.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's his real name.
The hook.
Lou
the sky
L.
hook.
Cinder. Yeah, I know.
Cinder,
Brown,
yeah, that's
yeah.
it. That's it. Yeah. So he coached at UCLA in the 70s, 80s, 90s. He won like 10 championships straight or something like that, 9 straight. Took a break off and then came win 3 more or something like that, right? So he said when he won his last one, the dude commentator came to him. He was like, "Man, Coach John Wooden, don't you think you're the greatest coach in college history? You won 10 championships straight and got these many championships." Like he was like, "Nah, I don't think I'm the greatest coach." He's like, "Well, what will make you think you're the greatest coach?" He said, "All these kids that I've been coaching, whenever they go out and be adults and have their families and do well and be successful, then that let me know that I was a good coach."
Straight,
see what I'm saying?
straight life coach.
You see what I'm saying?
Life.
Like, come on, man.
It's bigger than the sport.
It's bigger than that, man.
bigger than the
So
sport.
this is what he says. This is what he says from one of his books. He says, "Parents are coaches, the first coaches a child has. Too many parents expect coaches and teachers at the schools to do what they are not doing at home. The parent must set foundation early. It's often too late by the time the child gets to school."
You heard that, knucklehead?
That early.
You heard that?
So I don't hold back. Now, I'm about to Barry Sanders somewhat. I gotta go wean them fucking teachers out, B.
Man, you
I
can't
gotta
look.
go see what the fuck happening in the school.
Shit,
And
bro,
I
you
think
look.
all parents need to wake the fuck up and go see what's happening in them fucking schools. Because we don't, B.
I agree
We
with
pull
you.
up,
Yeah,
drop
but-
off,
yeah.
and pull
I
up
agree.
and pick up.
A lot, but a lot
watch
don't.
this.
Then we get a
do
call.
But watch-
Well, this nigga tripping at school.
Right,
What?
right. You supposed
Yeah.
to be involved.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. They need to be involved.
Yeah,
But
we
guys,
need
but watch
to
this,
be
though.
involved in these
There's a way to be involved. You see what I'm saying? Get me? There's a way to be involved.
It's protocol to that, huh?
Man, you're not about to
It's
go.
life.
Listen,
It's rules
listen,
to the
listen.
how I go to check in on my
You're
kid.
not about to go to the Saints game and just hop over the fucking bandstand and go run on the field. Every game. There might be a jerk to do it because he's dumb and he was.
'Cause they got
he was-
rules.
And he was dared or whatever. You're not about to do that every game. You're gonna understand that, you know what? I can't go past this limit. I don't care how much crown I snuck up in there. I don't care. I can't go past this
I
limit.
understand that, but give me something as pertaining to my kid.
So when
it's
you,
my
so-
child. I
so
need to
when
go
you get
see what the
involved-
fuck is happening
so when
with
you
my
get-
child.
So when you
Yeah.
get involved and you're consistently involved, you have autonomy to know everything that's going on because you're there.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
It's natural.
I tell parents every time when they come to school. I say, "Moms, I'm your guy. I'm you guys' eyes and ears when they come to school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what goes on at home. I don't know, especially with this.
Do
It's
you
1, 2 in the
pause him and
morning.
do you say what? But do you? Is he getting up in certain time? Is he hanging up all night? Do you question him and ask him? Do you dig a little bit?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
dig a little bit. But with that said, too, we have parents that are dealing with a lot of challenges that don't even
and I'm
probably
about to
don't
tell
even
you,
have the.
you know, Mike, you know
Yeah.
what you deal
Yeah.
with yours, so you know what.
But how can
everybody's
how-
problems
how-
are different.
That means
G.
that everybody can use help,
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
and not just the help you want to give them, but
Yeah, everybody can use
what they
help.
need.
And then, and then you got the human element.
Not saying that.
You got the
man.
human
Not
element
saying
that people don't be wanting to help either.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, and excuse me, because I'm talking like shit is just that fucking easy.
Yeah, Mike.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not.
Easier said than
It's
done.
easier said than done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of fears and a lot of phobia comes behind that. Like if you say, man, go talk to Mr. Franklin, man, he the teacher down the hallway. I'm gonna go talk to the teacher, Mr. Franklin.
It should be though, but
Watch this though. Watch this in the same school, the same schoolhouse. Man, go talk to the counselor, man. Mr. Mike Miller. I'm not about to go talk to no fucking counselor, Bob. I'm not about to talk to no counselor. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go talk to the teacher
Right.
because the teacher don't come off as a counselor like trying to get in my business or whatever. Now, certain teachers that do try to get in your business, they back away from them. But when you
There's a certain type of engagement you got to
Certain
have.
type of-
it's like schools need a cheerleader, like a woman to inspire. Just that's all you fucking do around
Guess
here.
what, man? But guess
You
what?
connect
See,
with these kids. That's your fucking job.
But we appreciate what Mike been doing with the kids.
Oh, most definitely.
We appreciate you, Mike. Dog.
man,
You
man,
doing
look,
you doing your thing, dog.
Say, bro, look, this is what I tell them at work, bro. Like,
doing your thing,
like,
Mike.
this is what I tell them at work, but I don't know. They probably like when this happened. They probably like I don't know how they took it, but you can take things so many different ways, man. I like to always say this is like 4 billion, probably 7 billion now. I think it's 7. I don't know. It's X amount of billion people in the world, right?
Right.
That number of billion people in the world, all are right. Whatever we see out our eyes, that's right to us.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
right.
your perspective is right.
Right.
So most times, like I try to live within the status quo when it comes to my own personal beliefs.
Right.
But it's hard for me to accept what somebody trying to do for me if that's not part of my beliefs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I get you have to be modest towards certain things, but that's
But
just
that's
not
why
how I
you're
am.
in the position you're in.
You see what I'm saying? So
That's
with
why
that
you're in
said,
the
like
position you're in.
I was given an award like at work. I'm like, man, look, y'all don't gotta give me no award at work. I come to do this because I love doing
That's
this
what
shit.
you want to do, man.
I don't want to need no award. But like that's not about to make like I'm sorry. I ain't trying to say like don't man look. If we was on fucking Mars doing this, man, bring them boys, bring Ladarius over here, boy. Come here. The Martian man. Sit your ass down, boy. Say, dog, man, you tripping, man. You gotta understand what's wrong with you, man. Man, put your shirt on. I'm gonna still do the same thing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, cause I know how important that is, bro.
Right.
Like, I know how important that is. So that's just me, bro.
But we gonna we gonna end that thing off with with the saying you like to see, man, because I saw you on Instagram saying it take five.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you-
5 cents.
5 cents.
5 senses.
Five
Five.
cents. It
Explain
take
that.
5 cents to pay attention.
So I was in sixth grade at McDonald 42, and one of my influential teachers, Mr. Charlie Black, that boy was one of those teachers that we're talking about, right? Like he was in it for us.
Right.
Man could have did anything, but he was teaching sixth grade.
Yeah.
And did it damn well. He was more of a disciplinarian than anything, but the way in which he taught us was just through real life situations. And one time somebody was doing something in class, and he was like, boy, you better pay attention if you know, teacher could whoop your ass back in the day.
Yeah. That's how they talk.
If I come and whoop your ass, he's like, man, Mr. Black, man, I am trying to pay attention. He's like, you ain't trying to pay attention because you don't even know how much it costs. He said, how much it costs? Dude was like, I don't know. He said, it costs 5 cents. He said, well, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, no. He said, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, and your touch. He said, if you use your senses, no matter wherever you at, you can see what's going on, and you can understand what's going on, and you can get in line, and you can win in that situation. When you don't use your senses, you're going to take a loss every time. And most importantly, your senses is connected to your soul. So if you don't use your senses, you don't know how to listen to your soul. So the spirits that tell you to do good or bad, you all over the place. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not using your senses. So that's one thing that I took with me, and I made sure that whenever I teach a young kid or teach anybody, I always bring that up and try to tell them, like, and challenge them, like, learn how to use your senses.
And I took that from you and was teaching mine, man. So I appreciate that, Mike.
Yes, Lord.
Man, Mike, keep doing it, man. Keep cheering these kids on.
Hold
You
your
know
weight,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah,
Keep cheering
hold
them
your-
on.
man,
man.
hold your
Man,
weight,
keep giving it to them just like you giving it to them.
And I appreciate you doing it for our people too, man. I appreciate that.
Hey,
Mike.
it ain't even my kids,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I
It's
appreciate
our
it
people,
because
dog.
I know you making a difference in them kids' life,
I
which
hope-
just
I hope
only
I am.
makes the world better. You
I
know what
hope
I'm
I am,
saying?
you heard
Yeah,
me?
oh, definitely.
I appreciate you, Mike, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate you, bro. Excuse me, Mike.
Believe that.
All right, baby. We out, man.
Strong.